Just for one more reel, will you tell everyone about our contest?
Yeah.
You can do it.
And yeah.
All right, go again.
All that.
Go again.
Do it again?
One more take.
Okay, subscribe, comment for
You got this. 2 VIP.
for VIP tickets.
No, 2 VIP tickets.
Oh, 2 shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
This isn't charity here.
No. You're not getting for. Okay, wait. What is it?
Look in the camera and say subscribe, comment, 2 VIP tickets, Decadence, 2 nights in a row, New Year's Eve.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, on today's podcast, we have a hell of a guest. We have Mr. Jason Euler.
How we doing, boys? Thanks for having me out.
Euler.
Got the effects and everything.
Oh
as a
yeah,
DJ
oh
over
yeah.
here.
It ain't Decadence or anything, but you know.
I mean, hey, we can get. It's not too late. We might be able to get you a slot. You'd be like the other 200.
Can you imagine?
The other 200 kids in my inbox that are asking me to DJ Decadence.
Oh my God. How many people ask you to DJ Decadence?
My favorite thing to do is when I get the guy with like 300 followers. It's like, dude, can you get my Decadence? I'm like, yeah. How's Midnight Sound 31st main stage? Are you available? I can tell Summit to take a break. Like, don't worry.
That's funny. If only, dude. Oh my God.
You guys have John Summit this year at Decadence?
John Summit is doing our ball drop this year. So.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
That's badass.
yes. He's got to be the hottest
pull this
DJ
just a
right
little
now.
closer.
Yeah. No, John's definitely on the up and up. Funny enough, John's manager, Parker, is my old roommate. So I was living with Parker when he was still working for Steve Levine Entertainment.
Oh, nice.
Back in the day. And he was
Steve Levine.
Yeah.
You don't hear that name a lot. He used to like get Maya started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like the OG.
Interesting.
So he was running all that. I mean, I was involved with Steve way back in the day. I mean, I was filling tables, running party buses to Maya like early in my career. And that's actually how Parker and I met. And I'll never forget, we're at a COVID party mid that summer and he's DJing. I'm floating in the pool. He goes, yeah, John just wrote this song. It's going to be an absolute hit. It's called Deep End. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. And he's like playing it. And then sure as hell, the song blows up. And then, the rest is history. And he's been on the rocket ship ever since. So
Yeah, but I feel like these last 2 years especially, I hear his name every time I turn around.
Oh, yeah.
It's synonymous with pop. Like, it's a pop culture name, honestly. It's transcended so much of dance music, and especially he's the youngest guy to really do that. So, the fact we have him on New Year's ball drop, like, you can't beat that.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's an ideal person. I think
It's a party.
Yeah. So, so tell us how you're involved with this whole thing. Like, what do you tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, definitely. So, I'm coming up 6 years in February at Relentless Beats. Prior to that, I ran my own entertainment company, and I was doing 60 to 80 shows a year during that time. And actually got my start. I got stranded at my first Relentless Beats festival, Mad Decent Block Party 2016. I got stranded there, lost all my friends, long night home, and getting back from Rawhide back to Scottsdale as a trek. Paid like $150 in an Uber to get home that night, and I was 23, fresh off professional baseball. Like, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together, so was not chill. Next event, I rented a party bus and thought I'd get like 30 friends to come on board, and that was gonna make me break even on the bus.
Yeah.
Had 75 people on the bus, made like $3,000 in a week. Wasn't trying to make money, so I just I'm like, and I didn't want to refund everyone back and Venmo everyone, so I just donated it to Phoenix Children's Hospital. I'm like, here's the charity contact. If you guys have an issue, like, take it up with her. Everyone was cool with it, but one party bus led to 2 to 3 to 4, and eventually I'm just transporting thousands of people to all the Relentless Beats festivals out there.
Wow.
Yeah, wrote a few emails to RB, never heard back, and so I'm like, I'll just start my own company. How hard could it be? And turns out doing event companies is extremely difficult.
Hey, wait.
I can imagine.
Why was there money left over?
Because I only budgeted thinking I'd get 30 people on the party bus. I had 75 people, and they all paid full price.
All this extra cash.
Yeah, and I didn't want to Venmo everyone back because what a pain in the ass.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna donate it here, and here's the contact and the receipt. If you guys have questions, take it up. And from there, every single party bus I did, I'd partner with a different nonprofit. Kick the nonprofit a little bit off that, use the money, and funnel it right back into the company to keep growing. And when RB didn't respond to me on my first initial outreach and emails, I'm just like, all right, well, I rented out Shady Park for my 25th birthday, and one show led to another and another. And finally, at 25 years old, I'm taking a pink slip against my cars, maxed out my credit card, and zeroed out my bank account. And calling my mom like, hey, I'm throwing a block party on Mill Avenue. I'm like all in on this. If this fails, I can move home, right? And God bless my mother. She gave me all the confidence to go through with it. And from there went on to do like 60 to 80 events. And RB finally came, acquired me, and been there since.
Hell yeah.
So that's the short version.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Let's pause for 1 second. There's someone at the door.
Okay, we got a guest coming.
Oh, we love it.
Lilia's going to join us.
Easy.
I don't think it's actually paused. Yeah, it's not paused. We're still live.
We're still going.
We're so live right now. We should talk about what was I gonna? Relentless Beats a little more.
Yeah,
about Thomas Turner and
Yeah, I can tell the whole
structure.
the whole origin story.
And how they started Decadence.
Easy. There he is. This
Oh,
guy.
he showed up.
This guy, the one guy
No
we keep calling
way.
not to show. How you doing, man? Good to see you, man.
Yosi, wow, you really make an entrance.
He's just here to see me. It's okay.
I know, I literally came for Jason.
Sit down right here, Mio.
Well, we figured because you don't ever come otherwise. Yosi's been in Colombia.
Feels like I'm back home. Don't tell people that, dude. Come on, everybody.
He doesn't even know where his whereabouts are.
Yosi, he's gonna like everything we say on here. He'll ask us to take off. Doesn't matter what I say. I can't say
anyway.
can't say anything.
Yeah, we don't care anymore.
That's true. We'll still leave it on.
All right, well, we got Yosi added. So,
Even better.
so apparently Yosi and Jason know each other for a while.
Oh yeah,
Dude, Jason, I think we've known each other for what, fucking
4 or 5 years now, maybe
Let's go.
longer in college.
Dude, Tucson. Bro.
That's right. I was down.
Oh, since Tucson
what?
days.
Yeah.
I was sending artists down to play at like No Anchovies and stuff, like with some of the guys I managed. So, yeah.
Which was a club that it wasn't a club. It was a fucking pizza place.
It was a pizza parlor.
It was
Is that there on University?
Yeah, it was literally a pizzeria, and it was complete dog shit. And the owners revamped it. They put like a sick upstairs. And
I
like,
was
they
literally
made, like,
just
these
there last week because Please and Thank You played at Gentle Ben's, and then we went over to Chovies afterwards.
Is it like right across from Gentle
It's right
Ben's?
across the street, yeah.
Got it. I know where it's at. Yeah.
How did it look?
Frog
Was it
and
still
Firkins.
popping?
I was surprised. Yeah, I mean it was full. Like everything was there,
I
and
love that.
even
You guys
Ben's filled up that night. So it was they did like some big Santa bar crawl thing down there.
Oh,
so
that's dope.
yeah, it was a big night.
Dude, it was insane because when I was there, like I'm talking, you know how like this, you know how the guys there that in Old Town, like in the square, they're handing out like those cards, or in
Yep.
Vegas, like those strip club
Yeah, of
cards.
course.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Like, and they're like
Can't speak
putting
a lick of
flip-
English,
Dude,
but
so
here you go.
So the owner hit me up and was like, "Hey, Yosi, we heard that you're a really like good DJ on
Yeah.
campus. Like people know you. Like, can you like launch our nights?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fucking down. Let's do this." I was really excited to be a part of like my first venue. And that was the first thing that came to mind. That was the first time I ever had my logo on a flyer.
At
So
Chovies.
I totally jacked the I didn't have a logo. I was just a fucking DJ. I jacked the YSL logo and just took out the L, so it was just YS. And I printed it on these massive like flyers, and I was just walking around campus and throwing flyers on the ground.
Hey, breeds innovation.
Next thing I know, dude, and all we had was like a foldable table at the time. Like I had like this tiny little Amazon deck and like this
Hey, from
laptop
humble
and
beginnings.
one speaker under the fucking thing and
Yep.
under the table, and now they have this whole like production and lasers.
Oh
and
yeah, they had the
all
whole
this.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
packed
Hey,
out.
was this the guy with 300 followers that
Yeah. Hey, can you put me on Midnight at Decadence, please?
Yosi, is that why you're here? Are you trying to play in Decadence? Are you opening for John Summit?
Damn, is this an option?
Yeah, I got
Let's go. Let's go. I came on the right day.
John can wait.
Sorry, we have Yosi coming on.
Sorry,
Just real quick.
we got you, Yosi.
Oh shit. But yeah, no, that was really cool. It was a really cool experience because after we blew this place up, mind you, it was only for Friday nights. Like it was so weird because college culture, you go out on Tuesdays, you go out on Thursdays,
Shit,
you
you
take a
have you
break.
go out every night.
Friday, yeah. Now you're fucked. Now you're literally on
Yeah.
schedule for every night. But Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then Saturdays because nobody wanted to go out Fridays because they wanted to get up as early as possible on Saturday morning and start drinking.
You got a day drink.
Like it was
Yeah.
just twisted. I loved it. I loved every second of it. But then we built Fridays, and now Fridays are still popping off, which I'm glad represent. So what have we?
Well, we were just talking to
yeah.
Jason about how he started with Relentless Beats, and we were
Back in the day.
Relentless Beats is the company that puts on. For those of our viewers don't know, they put on Decadence every year. They do 450 concerts a year,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
their
pretty
biggest
awesome.
one is Decadence.
Yeah,
here.
Decadence is definitely the flagship, and yeah, we're heading into the 10-year anniversary this year. So
And it's multiple state too, not just Arizona. So
Yeah. Currently got 7 states, 13 cities at the moment, and just expanding. We just actually expanded into New York last year too, which has been really cool, and doing some really cool events at some very unique venues out there.
what's the how many people go to to Decadence? Like say, how many people would you say? show up?
Yeah, last year we were just a little over 50,000 attendees.
Oh, really? Wow.
And yeah, we're pacing up pretty heavily. I mean, I I think arguably probably one of the largest music festival in the state. I can't really put my mind on anything else that's pulling more as attendance wise. So it's been crazy to watch it grow. I mean, my first Decadence was 2016. They had a killer lineup that year, and God, they maybe did, I don't know, 25,000 that year, and that was where it really started to like scale up. And then each year's just been crazy since.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've been to pretty much all of them.
This will be my 8th. I've done 3 as an attendee, and then 5 working behind the company. And the only year I got off was the COVID year. So that was the last time I wasn't at Decadence on New Year's Eve.
And now is probably a great time because of the weather. It's not too damn hot,
Yeah.
So.
Well, Decadence. I mean, we've had some gnarly rain and weather.
The last 2 were like raining like a motherfucker.
Last year wasn't bad, but prior to that, and then God, I'll never forget the one year we had Skrillex. It was like 2018, and you see all the girls showing up in like thongs and pasties, and like 2 hours in, they're in like wrapped in space blanket. They're like wrapped in space blankets and stuff. And I'm just like does not fail every time.
What's the age you got to be to go there?
It's 18 plus, 21 plus to do VIP. So
okay.
Yeah.
What's it? Why VIP has alcohol? Is that why?
Well, I mean, the whole thing has alcohol. It's just we like to keep the VIP a little better.
VIP.
Yeah, a little VIP. Can't put any college kids in there. Plus, I mean, I'm seeing more 30 plus raves popping up right now. There's actually a big party that's touring the country that's a 30 plus rave, and they're doing thousands of people at it, which is pretty cool to see.
Buy more money.
Yeah, right. A little more expendable income. Yeah.
Like how long does it take to plan one of these events? First of all,
God, we started booking Decadence we got offers out to artists right now for Decadence 2026 already. So
wow.
Talent,
so it's that far ahead.
Yeah, talent planning's already going out. I would say like site building, planning, layouts. I mean, you're really 7-8 months ahead, and then you're planning that while we're planning Gold Rush, which is another 4 to 5 stage festival, and I have Super Unnatural and Better Together, and tons of other events. Meanwhile, we're trying to program New York, but like Decadence is the one that like it just sits in the back of your mind constantly. And like I was telling Joel here, like I get Christmas Day off, and then immediately I wake up on the 26th with a pit in my stomach. I'm like, oh shit, we have so much to do. And then afterwards, we get a nice chance to breathe.
So what did you think about the whole Fire Festival thing when you saw it on Netflix?
Oh my God, that one in the Woodstock documentary, man. I was just sitting there, like my stomach was just turning, like watching. Like I have anxiety for the people.
Oh yeah.
During that, and it's tough. And once you've been in events long enough, like you can't go to events the same anymore because you just look at shit and you're like, that should be over here.
Yeah,
why is that there? I would do this different. Like why is this programmed this way? And you just never look at it. I think the only event I could go to was Burning Man. I'm like, how the fuck did they even allow this?
Yeah.
And that was that experience this year. But yeah.
Yeah, we've heard.
Wait, so the motherfucker is throwing another festival, and he's somehow getting funding again, and he's charging what? He's selling $1 million tickets,
like all package tickets. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just needs to sell one.
He might be the greatest salesman of our generation. At the end of the day, if he gets another investor that he convinces, God bless him.
That's insane.
Then they deserve to lose the money,
No, yeah.
I mean, like we're sitting over here as an independent promoter, 'cause we're not owned by Live Nation or AEG. Like, come throw that shit our way,
Yeah.
Seriously, the fuck. I can't imagine the scaling that RB could do if the budget. Like, I feel like the budgeting we always.
Yeah.
In the past, like always have made it work, right?
Yeah, I mean, and the budget's grown year over year to continue to scale the event, and God, we get through 10 years here. We have another win on Decadence, and we got put in Forbes this year, which was just huge national press coverage for us in the event. And Arizona's normally such like a flyover market because you have the LAs of the world, and even like Denver and dance music. Like Denver is one of the biggest anomalies. So it's nice that we're finally like getting put on the map and getting some recognition. And I think that's just for nightlife in general here in Scottsdale is continuously to grow. And
it is nice to see that. Do you think we pull anyone from other states to this festival?
Oh, absolutely. I would say we're probably roughly about 25% of the attendees out of the 50,000 are coming in from other states. Yeah. So, actively building out that and, continuously trying to grow that.
How many people from Scottsdale?
Oh God, that's a tough. I mean, shit.
Not exactly.
The
entire, say
just bottle service at the festival.
Just
the bottle service. Yeah.
I was gonna say, so what? Fuck. During COVID, right? During right after COVID, when we were doing the Excision show.
That under construction.
Under construction. Were those I just remember there being kind of a conflict switching over to the Raceway. What happened with Rawhide?
Yeah.
What was the issue with Rawhide? Did they ever release that? Like, did they realize, oh fuck, we were actually making a lot of money with them, and they ran out of money, and they were like, come back.
Well, I mean, I think Rawhide probably has the best business model in the world, owning a casino. You know, I hear those do pretty well. So, you know, it's like, yes, we were like a big chunk of that economic like revenue and development, but, you know, they have that as a fail-safe. But, you know, first it was like the Phoenix FC Rising, you know, ended up departing and leaving, and there was some bad blood.
The Rising
on that
left?
deal. Yeah, they were out at Rawhide for a while.
What's that?
Oh, but they're still around, right?
Yeah, they're in downtown Phoenix now. Got a new,
okay.
new like they
didn't
literally
realize
just
they were
picked
right,
their
right.
like portable stadium up and
Wait,
moved
what
it
is
there.
that?
That's the soccer team.
Yeah.
Oh,
we have
wow.
a
I was like, we have a
professional
fucking
soccer team.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like the first thing to go, and then you know it was just kind of like they had a lot of new leadership come in, and they had let go of a lot of people. So as that restructured, we kind of just got put in the crosshairs. And I'll never forget, God, we had Subtronics that was supposed to be out there, 8,000 or 9,000 people. It's 2 days before the show, and they're like, "Yeah, you guys can't throw the show here."
So wait, what?
Yeah. So we had 48 hours to move the entire show to Gila River Arena over there. And I just remember like Subtronics team came to us and they're like, yeah, you guys need to respond and apologize to every fan commenting on your Instagram or we're just not going to play the show. So I just remember like 5 o'clock, I just go there. I was like, crack a beer. And I'm just sitting there on Instagram like, you suck. We hate you. Like, the whole thing. I'm like, we're sorry. We didn't mean to. And it's tough. I mean, the rave community is for as plur and nice as everyone's supposed to be. There are some brutal kids online, man. Oh my God. If I ever like need to feel bad about myself, I just go to the AZ Rave fan page and I just doom scroll until I feel awful about myself.
All right, so does that count for like workers' comp situation?
Yeah, I mean,
like, do you pay for therapy?
Yeah.
RB is paying you for therapy.
Yeah,
It's a mental health injury.
Yeah,
I think working in entertainment or nightlife, we all deserve therapy,
yeah.
but all of us are too stubborn to go get it.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
We don't have enough time either.
We all need therapy.
Yeah.
Well, so wait, did you ever do Decadence? It was at Rawhide originally?
It was at Rawhide until 2021, and then 2022 and 2023 were both out the Raceway. So the last one, it was at Rawhide, and that one was a really massive show. That's probably one of the biggest production-wise we've put on.
It was beautiful.
And so that was like the last one, and then, we had the Subtronic show 2 weeks after that, and then we found out we couldn't use Rawhide anymore, and you know, you just start making phone calls.
Yeah.
So
For
are you
us, it's
still,
tough.
It's business,
Are
man.
you
You just
still out of Rawhide?
We just got back to Rawhide this year, so we did Millennium in June. We did 15,000 people sold out. We did John Summit in August, 15,000 people sold out. And the thing about Rawhide, it's 330 acres, plus like they have the replica Western town. Yeah. So, you know, we can kind of set the festival grounds up different every time we do it based on the size and scale of the show. But we're back next year. You know, we already announced 2 days of Subtronics out there. We announced Slander out there. And I mean, we could be pumping out maybe 1 to 2 shows a month there next year.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's good to be back. I mean, that was my first festival I ever went to. First electronic experience was Mad Decent 2016,
Oh shit.
where I got stranded and, you know, started my business from. So for me, I was at Rawhide as an early festival goer, and it holds a special place in my heart, along with a lot of other people who regularly attend these things.
Did you ever know Steven Sperry?
I did not know.
Who's
He used to run all these buses, so I was wondering.
Okay.
Oh my God! So one of the pinnacles of me and Jason just like hanging out. This is like I'm gonna say like the second time we actually like hung out
Scared
one
for
on
the
one.
story.
This is, dude. We were standing
It's
outside.
gonna be boring.
Like I ran into him. Obviously, we knew each other.
He's talking about Colombian hookers.
Go
He just got back from Colombia, this guy.
Caught this scene.
No, sorry, it's your first time with Jason. You guys.
Fuck you. This one's supposed to be
All right,
wholesome.
we'll start over.
It's actually not wholesome at all. It gets really fucking twisted.
All right, great. Counting on it.
So I was at a show with one of my friends, and we run into Jason, and it was a Seven Lions show. Actually, it was a Seven Lions show.
I love them.
I think I run into Jason outside, and we're like chopping it up. It's the end of the concert. It's fucking cold as shit outside. And I had an RB jacket on, and it was my homies. And Jason looks at me. He's like, "You're a man in uniform. Go handle that." And I was like, "Handle what?" And he was like, and we had just been like talking outside. He's like, "I need you to get on that bus and get everyone to Tempe." And I was like, I was so fucked up, dude.
The blind leading the blind.
Literally, I was so fucked up. He's like, and then he just like turned me around. He's like,
I don't
guys,
think the bus ever made it.
man in uniform.
Yeah. Until this day, it was never found.
My job's to empower others. You know, that's a lot of manning and running festivals. You put others in powers and try to support them.
I just remember getting on the bus, and I didn't know a single, like, everybody knows Jason, right? Everybody knew Jason. I got on the bus and I go, "Hey guys," and they're just like, who the fuck are you? Like, where the fuck
I'm
is
Jason's stunt double tonight. I'm popping in. Yeah.
I'm a substitute teacher, guys. I'm gonna be taking us home. And they're like,
Christ.
all right, we don't have faith in you
I
whatsoever.
mean, that was me even
Like,
running the party buses early on. I remember just getting there and I'm wide-eyed, just like, all right, everyone, like, I got thousands of people I
trying to
have to
figure
get
it
back
out,
to
yeah.
safety, and like, I'm coming off 8 hours of partying and doing God knows what.
Oh yeah, can
You know?
imagine.
I really wish you would tell the girl story, but please.
Next podcast, we'll save it.
Yeah, make sure she's not following.
Yeah, she's following.
Oh,
She's
she's
gonna
following
see
this
this.
shit,
That's-
dude.
That's the
That's why I'm
best.
saying we might have to trim a couple things there.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, there ain't no way she won't find this and be like, you motherfucker.
What time does the festival start on New Year's Eve?
Oh, that's a good. I think we're at 5 p.m. or doors. Usually play just an hour of soft music. 6 p.m. first artist goes on, and we ride till 3 a.m. After party goes till 6 a.m. And some of us don't end up leaving the raceway until about 10 or 11 a.m. the next day, and I tend to fall in that bunch usually.
Is it 2 nights in a row?
It's 2 nights, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
And how many artists in one each night?
God, I mean,
Is it 1 hour sets? Or?
yeah, usually, I mean, some are like, 70, 75 minutes. Kind of just depends what we negotiate with the agents, who wants what. But, including locals, I mean, God, we're probably 60 to 70 artists plus on this one. I mean, yeah, it's a big one.
I don't think anyone really understands like the caliber of how much it costs to get like a big name artist to come here. And you guys, with all due respect, you do bitch about how much you spend on concert tickets and ask for guest lists all the time.
Yep.
I don't work for RB. Stop fucking asking me for shit. But yes,
And don't come ask me
like-
either, please.
This is the guy right here.
Yeah. But no, Jason, like, you don't have to name drop any like artists, but let's just say we get like a big caliber, like nice, a great artist. I guess essentially a platinum selling artist or a notable artist. How much does that ballpark range to get that headliner in there?
I mean, some of these guys you're looking at these days are, $200,000 to $400,000, and for some of the guys who are really hot, I mean, you're doing 500,000 plus, and some guys are pulling up 900 to $1 million. And what really screwed that is Vegas. All these artists started going to Vegas and just getting these crazy contracts, and then
They start asking for more.
That becomes the standard. And we're hitting to a really interesting point in our industry where artist booking fees are going up, labor, rentals are all going up, but the average median income of our attendee is not changing. So, it's like we're going to hit this plateau eventually sooner than later. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that unfolds.
It's like a fucking bubble it's like an industry bubble.
I think what's
really
going to
is.
end up happening
Yeah,
is you're going to have to
it's
reel those artists back.
Well, it already
I mean-
busted in Vegas. I feel
Yeah,
like.
oh, 100%.
It's already going way down.
Yeah. What was the club? I don't even remember. What was the club that opened up at the Palms?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
did the
Yeah.
Oh,
crazy deal
But they were
with
like,
Mello?
they were spending crazy amounts.
Yeah.
They had every DJ was doing the residency there. Every
Exactly.
But
big name.
nobody wanted to fucking drive there.
Yeah, no
Not
one's
a
driving
single
off the, no one's
person
driving
was
off the
gonna
strip.
drive
Yeah.
No.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the years to come for sure.
Damn, I didn't know they were up to like 400K now.
Depending on certain guys, I mean,
Shit,
and there's
what?
certain artists, like we've put pretty substantial offers in to get out here. The Fred Agains and Kind Musics of the world, and it's been tough to nail those guys down and
I
get
can
them out
imagine.
here.
Dude, John Summit could play anywhere New Year's Eve.
If only 10 years ago you actually put me on, think that commission would have been yours, dude. Right now, it would have been yours. You didn't make the investment. Hey, the investment opportunity is
there.
back open, guys.
We could
Back
get
open for
Varsity. We
business.
could get Varsity's resident DJ.
Yeah, I fucking put varsity DJ set right in parentheses right under the name.
Yosi's actually pretty good. Have you ever heard him?
I've been to plenty of Yosi sets.
Yeah, I like to have
I've
fun.
been to a few.
I like to have fun. Thank you.
Yeah, the first time I ever heard him play was actually in Cabo. I never heard of this play before. And then because the DJ was like going, it was like kind of boring. All of a sudden, Yosi comes on.
Bro, it was
Picked up the energy, it was great.
Cabo,
Yeah.
Was it Cabo Spring Break or was it when we were on our own?
I think it was just on our own, me, you, Wattsman, and
Yosi, do you have a genre for your style?
Here's the thing. Like, I think that's part of the reason why I haven't actually pursued music fully is because I love all kinds of music and I appeal to the crowd. I don't just play what I want. Sometimes crowds don't like that, right? And like artists or managers don't like that because they want someone that's in a certain niche, right? So they have like different flavors of ice cream.
Know what you're gonna
essentially, you know what I mean? Like I like to just play. I like to play
Whatever the
for
hell
the
you want,
crowd,
yeah.
you know. And I turned it into like a business. I didn't turn it into a brand, and that was what, essentially was the fuck up. And I also cared way more about money than I did about music. And that was like I had a
Hey, to each
lifestyle
their
to
own there,
yeah, like that was like a lifestyle, and you know
And
that,
sex too.
and like a little bit of everything, dude.
I know a lot of these DJs are literally celibate and stay in their closet.
and like
work
it's
on
a
I
it.
mean,
serious
one of my
thing.
artists I managed never had a sip of alcohol in his life.
Yeah.
He's never done a single drug. Like, he just most
it's-
wholesome kid.
It's a real dedication. Like it is a real dedication, and mad respect to the people that do it. And you know, they're some of the happiest people in the world. You know, and like I have put myself in a situation where like, you know, not doing certain things, I don't get the same serotonin or fulfillment or dopamine effect from. But like, I'm in a situation now where I know like, hey, I want to hit a point where I can dedicate free time towards music, and I can kind of take a step back and to put sacrifices into play where, you know, this is something I do want to do.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's really the key is like having that original music to go out, because like, yeah, okay, you get booked in another state as a DJ, like great, someone loves your set, but what do they have to follow or connect with like after you leave?
Yeah.
So it's like that's the thing that really holds it on, and you know, music, like that's just a foundation, you have to have it, but it's really only 25% of an artist project these days, because there's great artists, great talent, great musicians that they can't build a brand or connect with an audience or build a fan base to save their lives.
Yeah, or it's literally vice versa.
Exactly.
Which is why people also get, you know, ghost producers and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's completely normal.
A lot of your favorite DJs out there, guys, are very, very much ghost produced.
Yeah.
So, what does it take to get dress coded at Decadence?
Dress coded?
I don't think a single person has ever.
I
been
mean,
dress
like,
coded.
there's.
You see some
Like
crazy.
I said, half the
Wait,
girls
I
are
wanna-
showing
I
up
wanna
at
hear about
Decadence
this.
wearing thongs and pasties,
yeah.
and like I said, 2 hours later,
Oh,
they're wearing
really?
those space blankets. Yeah. Like,
So they have to cover the nipple.
yeah, the nip's got to be
Nips
covered.
can't be out.
Nip's got to be
There has
covered.
to be one little
and-
piece of tape covering it.
Yeah, at least.
Okay.
The littlest tape, and you know, the pasty game has gone on. There's a lot of pasty companies out there I've seen all sorts of pasties over these. And it's always funny, you know, because like I'll have to do tours with like corporate sponsors around the festival and stuff. And
You
you'll
should start
see-
selling them at the festival, man.
Oh man, you'll see like a girl run by, and like I'm with some corporate executive, and I'm like, we have a very colorful crowd. You know, they're very excited to be here. So it's kind of how I always have to explain it, but it's part of the culture. You know, that's rave culture. Wear whatever you want, be whatever you want. You know, I always say it's the one place you can walk up to a person that's carrying around a stuffed dinosaur, and no one's going, "Why are you carrying a stuffed dinosaur?"
Yeah, exactly.
People walk up to you and go, "What's your dinosaur's name?"
Yeah.
There's some dude dressed like a unicorn or something.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Like, hey, what's
So,
up, man?
Yeah, and then that person's probably a nurse or a teacher,
Yeah.
or like outside in the world. So
Anesthesiologist or
yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah, you never know.
Pretty chill crowd. Not drugs or anything, but like as far as like fights and stuff. Any
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen a fight at a rave.
yeah, I don't.
Ever.
I can't remember the last time I saw a fight at one of
Nice.
our events. Like that's kind of the beauty of it. You know, everyone's peace, love, unity, respect, and for the most part, that still holds true. I'd say.
Okay.
Dude, you could be shoving people through a crowd. They'll give you a nasty look, but like they'll let you go.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, literally, if you say "excuse me," they'll let you walk right up to the front rail.
Yeah,
All you gotta say, you
yeah.
gotta say it about 100 times to get up there, but they'll let you go.
Excuse me, excuse
Yeah,
me,
sorry.
sorry.
anyone ever die at one of these things?
No, I mean, in the broader scheme, yeah. I mean, like Lost Lands has had a few. I mean, someone passed at Burning Man this year.
Oh, okay, never one of yours.
Yeah, no, we've been fortunate. We've been
Never
fortunate.
lost a man.
No,
No.
I mean, we have a really, really robust safety team. You know, we have a doctor on site, medical. You know, we go through every type of emergency planning you can possibly imagine, down to being like active shooter trained and things like that. God forbid a crazy
Right.
circumstance.
Forget you have
happens.
to even
So-
think about that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
you have to.
you have to know when everything goes, and like, you know, I have to be able to go from event mode to like snap of a finger, and you know, at the end of the day, I got to make sure everyone who comes there gets home safe. Like that is the number one priority of everything we do.
Yeah.
Dude, people die at Hard Summer every year.
EDC, yeah. there's been some
Hard
crazy
Summer and
stories.
EC, people die.
Where's Hard
every
Summer
year.
at?
Hard Summer's in San Bernardino,
Yeah,
baby.
It's like 110
Dude,
degrees in the
it's-
middle of the
it's-
summer out
Oh
there.
yeah,
So
they probably have heat
shit.
casualties.
Oh my
Yeah, that's
God, yeah.
different.
They always have the best lineups too, and it's just dog shit.
I just like
crowds.
every
It's
kid. I'm like, I look at these people. I'm like, just please drink water. It's not that hard. Like you have a Camelback, just like it's strapped to you. Just like hydrate.
I fill my Camelback up with tequila.
Someone's got to do it.
So you guys get like a bunch of food trucks. What do you guys like? Do you have like restaurants that come like to the event, or what do you got?
So when we're out the raceway, you know, the raceway kind of has their food contracts and things like that. So we're really bound to kind of what they want to serve. The great thing about going to Rawhide next year, and this is something I'm really excited to work on, is our culinary experience. You know, I worked on Shaq's Funhouse during Super Bowl some years. You know, we had like Toka coming out and like doing like more minimized menus, finger foods, quick eats, and things like that. So that's something we're really going to be taking a huge step into, is enhancing our culinary experience.
How did
next
Shaq's
year.
Funhouse go?
That was a great event. I mean,
so sick.
they are like, you know, I mean, God, Adam Richmond and Joey Side, they're both U of A guys. U of A weirdly puts out like a lot of dance music professionals and like people that have gone on to be successful. And I mean, both those guys were Forbes 30 under 30 guys. But that whole week, we did 25 events in 5 days during Super Bowl. I was working on the project with Shaq's Funhouse, Gronk Beach, Guy Fieri Tailgate, and Sports Illustrated. Yeah. So those were my 4 events I had to cover. So I was just back to back on all those. And the events just could not be more smooth and professionally ran. Like the team that runs it is called Medium Rare, and Adam, who's one of the founders, he's just very good friends with my CEO Thomas. They go way back, even when Adam was like booking in college. So it was just kind of a no-brainer to partner with them, and they've built an incredible company.
So actually, funny story about them is that's how I was integrated into this.
Yep.
Was Adam and Joe? Well, their guy is Logan Bobot,
Yep.
which was who I graduated with. Logan Bobot and Connor Prince.
Yep.
Which is how I met Jason. But we were like me, Logan, and Connor started this group called Riot Events, where we started bringing DJs to U of A at the fraternities. And Adam and Joe.
It's
are helping us out.
amazing what the U of A fraternities do. I mean, they are
It's
putting
fucking
on like
crazy
full-scale
now.
productions as kids.
Like-
It's really impressive.
It's like it's full scale concerts now. We just kind of handed
They're
it
pulling
over to
guys
another
like
kid.
Steve Aoki in there.
Really?
And, you know,
Damn.
all these other, yeah.
Dude, it
it's
was insane.
Full scale production, everything. So we talent buy for a few of the fraternities down there now and help them get sorted and things like that. But they really crush the operations down there. It's pretty cool.
You know, Joel was confused for. We told you about that, right? He was confused for Stevie Aoki at one time in Mexico.
One time in Mexico, everyone thought I was Steve Aoki. I had my hair really long then.
And obviously in Mexico, you had the tan going, so you were
Oh,
you were
100%.
bronzed
And they're
out.
just racist, you know. And so they're like, hey, get up here, perform. And so I got up there, and I was like, I don't feel like playing tonight, but I'll just stand here.
Yeah. Where's my
And it's like-
where's my cake?
You got a cake?
Yeah, where's my
Way
cake?
up there, And then I got chased by a crowd
Yeah.
back to my room. They all wanted
I
autographs.
think my
for
favorite
it.
Steve
That's
Aoki is
so
when he
good.
drilled the guy in the wheelchair with the.
Oh
it
my
was
God,
amazing.
the
that was
best ever.
iconic.
Ever.
I watched that
they
happen.
actually had to go through a trial and error period where they had the cardboard behind the cakes and it wouldn't split, so it would just hit someone in the face with like a 10-pound cake. And then they finally got the point where they switched them over to foam boards to where they would break, so they would like disperse.
That's insane.
That'd be so fun though.
He's got an arm and some accuracy, man. There's some shots I've seen that guy throw. I'm like, put him in the league.
Yeah, what
No,
the
I agree.
fuck?
I agree. Like I've seen him like
Yeah, amazing.
so far away.
Yeah.
It's like
Shit, like,
accurate as hell.
Blows my mind.
I'm a former baseball player, so trust me, I respect it. I'm like, God, put Steve out there for the Dodgers. He'll be fine.
Right?
Where'd you play baseball at?
God, I went to Irvine my freshman year, bounced back to a junior college at Mesa Community. We won the Junior College World Series. Went to Eastern Illinois, which some might call the Harvard of the Midwest. Put out some reputable names, Jimmy Garoppolo, Tony Romo, or some of the.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So good football school, mid-major baseball, and then I went into there. I played 1 year in the Cardinals organization for St. Louis.
Okay.
And then a month after I got cut, I was at Mad Decent Block Party. So had about a month in my life where I'm like, all right, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
That's a good segue.
And then went to that, and I'm like the rest. I walked out of my first festival. I'm like, yeah, I should do this for a living. This sounds great.
Yeah, that's great. Because
It
a
seems
lot of
fun as
baseball
hell.
players, they don't know what to do afterwards because that skill doesn't really doesn't help you with much else.
I remember my first job interview. I'm like, no, I've never had an internship, held no jobs. I played baseball every summer, but I can get up early, work my ass off, and I know how to deal with failure. So
Yep.
Yeah,
served me
that's
pretty
true.
well otherwise.
Fair enough. Are there tickets still available? Sorry, Yosi.
Oh no, I was gonna say I wanted him to talk about the event he does.
Oh,
Yeah.
Decadence?
No, he does his own event.
Oh, my charity event, Splashdown.
Splashdown.
Yeah. So Splashdown's a nonprofit event we started back in 2017, and we put it in my buddy's backyard in the middle of Scottsdale. Full neighborhood. There's no space between this house, and we at the time we were all 25-year-old kids just put it together. But I brought in a full stage, LED wall, got a bunch of DJs to come play. Oh my God, I had the backyard sponsored by like Hubert's Lemonade, Molly Water when they were still going. Timeless was giving out cartridges, and completely unsanctioned. I wrote a letter to all the neighbors. I'm like, hey, we're doing a charity barbecue here. Like, please don't call the cops on us. Sure as hell, cop shows up 3 hours later. I'm like, look, man, it's all going to the kids. Like, if you want to stop this and cancel that, like, that's on you. No, but we've gone on to do it 7 years now, and now I actually do it at my lawyer's house every summer. It's
good.
private, invite-only pool party, about 300 to 350 people. I fly in a secret headliner to perform. We've had Omnom, Gasly, Sage Armstrong, and a number of other guys to come play it. And then we just did our first one in Mexico last year, south of the border, down in Rocky Point, which during spring break, which was
Rocky
which yeah, is, you know, like Rocky Point's like the Walmart version of Cabo.
Yeah.
You know, like the best way to describe it.
It's cheaper. It's way cheaper than Cabo.
We're actually about to announce coming up, so it's a good segue here is we're announcing Splashdown Miami Music Week at the iconic Clevelander Hotel. So that'll be down there Thursday of Miami Music Week right before Ultra. And yeah, we got some fun artists playing for that. And then
What's it called? Splashdown?
Splashdown, yeah. And so we donate 100% of the proceeds to a nonprofit called Teach One to Lead One, which is actually a group I volunteer with here in the Valley. So I work with at-risk youth over at Saguaro High School. I do a class every Thursday, actually. So I was there this morning. And yeah, I work with kids that come from homes of abuse, homes of drug addiction, some pretty gnarly stuff. But basically teach the kids all the things you don't learn in school, you know, compassion, kindness, honesty, integrity, and like those are really the lessons we build the program around. So 100% of the proceeds go to benefit that every year. And it's great because I know where the money goes. You know, I'm watching it make the impact directly. So, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty freaking cool, dude.
Yeah, it's a good organization. And I've been volunteering with them for about 4 years now. So.
Jason works his fucking ass off, bro. I've never seen it. Like, I've never seen anything like it. This man's a fucking beast. I worked for RB for like 2 summers or like a summer. It was maybe like a year, less than a year. And it was, yeah, no, it was really fucking stressful. And all I had was like one thing to do. And I was just like, Jesus, how can so many things collapse in one segue of this like entire production? And Jason's just handling it all at the same time. I would like come to him with my problems and he'd be like, dude, I don't know. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
and then finish whatever he was doing and then get back to me and then knock it out right away. And it was like,
and that's just festivals in general. Like you have to assume everything's going to catch on fire at all moments and everything could go wrong. And you just have to be so solution oriented. And it's just about staying even keel. And that's just event planning in general, especially at this scale.
Oh,
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, and I've been at everything. I mean, I've seen everything go wrong, like
Yeah, dude.
from literal fires to power going out on stage to you know contaminated water that we had to replace, and
the whole fucking thing collapsed, didn't it?
Like yeah, one of the stages going into Decadence. Yeah, God, I'll never forget it. It's the day after Christmas. You know, I'm walking around site with my coffee. I'm like, all right, good. It just rained all Christmas, and I'm walking behind this mega structure stage that was hundreds of thousands of dollars and took a crane for us to put up. And I walk by and I see the beams on the back just bent, and I like had to step back and look at it. I'm like, no fucking way. And the whole thing was just arched. The water had pooled up on top of the tent and bent the things. So, you know, I call my site director. I'm like, I think we got an issue. And for the next 2 days, we had an engineer doing math in his hotel room to decide if we were going to have Decadence or not.
Oh my God.
But you know, we pulled it off. We had to remove 2 sections of the structure and actually shorten it. And, you know, had to bring the crane out to do that and had to do it in like 48 hours. So
what was the one where everything collapsed? There was something where literally the whole stage came down.
No, that was just, it was about to
Travis
collapse.
Scott.
To collapse.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
not our, luckily we've had no collapse or any like major staging malfunctions during an event. So luckily, thank God that was pre-event. And then, yeah, it kept raining the next few days and I had guys up there harnessed in just like pushing water off the top of the thing. So stage wouldn't go down.
What are you doing for New Year's?
I'm going to be in Dubai.
Wow.
What?
Am I allowed to vacation, you fuck? Like,
Are you gonna
yeah, it should be
Are you
fun.
gonna fuck any hookers in Dubai?
yes. Depends. we're budgeting this one. This isn't Colombia.
Yeah. Dubai's a
Dubai's
little
Christian.
pricier.
Pennies on the dollar, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Is this your first time in Dubai?
This is my first time actually traveling Europe.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna travel Europe. I leave on Monday, and I will be gone for
Wow.
3 weeks.
For you.
Yeah.
Are you DJing?
I actually have a bunch of random shit planned. I don't know. There's a few venues that me and my buddy Ethan have. You know,
Yeah.
we have like plugs with. So who knows? I could be DJing in like Amsterdam, drunk as shit. They're like, come on up here.
Okay.
So maybe. Why you want to
At
come?
least you'll know how.
I mean that happened to
call
me
you
that happened to me in Miami Music Week last year. One of the artists is playing. He's got to go to his next show. Some guy doesn't show up. 800 person club, like full, and I'm the only person in the club that had a USB on them. So it was actually at the Clevelander,
Yeah.
and that's how I met the owner. And he came back and let me book the event there this year because
You saved the day.
I was able to step in.
People don't forget that shit.
No,
that
not at all.
shit-
They don't forget when the DJ saves the day, and I'll never forget as an operator when a
Yeah.
DJ ruins the day.
Yeah, you always got to keep the USB on you. Like it's a true.
Because
Yeah, that's
I've had a
about
few
it.
DJs ruin everything, and I'm like, I'll never forget you.
Yeah.
You're the shittiest DJ ever.
Are you
Ruined my
I've had a
entire
DJ
day.
like spill his drink on the
Yeah.
deck or something like that. And I'd be like, all right, you're done for
I
life.
just had one of my CDJs get busted at a rented out at a party, so that's gone.
Whoever did it, he's done. He's dead.
Done dead to me. Hello.
Oh,
hello.
hell yeah. We got
Hi, how's it going?
Lilia, a friend of the pod. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah. Love this.
She was
Getting
getting
all the
her nails
surprise
done.
guests today. Nails look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
We wanted to surprise you.
Let me see your nails.
Oh, I did short, and I never do short.
Oh, those are terrible.
Let me see.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jason,
How do you
just,
really
are you
feel?
just gassing her
How
up?
do? Come on.
I usually go long, and then I was like kind of rushing the lady
Yeah.
to get on here, and I was like, can you just like paint them, just like whatever.
Just whatever color works.
Yeah.
So Lilia has something to tell all of us.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God! I was like, what do I have to say?
What was I prepared for?
Lilia, I'll catch you up. This is Jason. He runs
Oh,
this.
how's it going?
He works for Relentless Beats, and they're putting on a big festival for New Year's Eve. So we wanted to have him on, talk about the festival.
Hell yeah.
And then also, since we got you here, we're gonna do a ticket giveaway through the podcast over the next few weeks. And I don't know what day we'll pick the winner. I guess we'll pick him. Well, we should pick the winner before the concert.
Probably before the concert would be a good call.
It will be before the concert. But essentially the rules are you have to comment on this reel. We're going to make this into a reel. You have to comment on this reel if you want to be entered to win. And you also have to subscribe on YouTube. So comment. We'll check and make sure you also subscribed on YouTube. Maybe just comment your username on YouTube so we can match it. And we'll pick a lucky winner. And we have 2 VIP tickets that Jason gave to the podcast, gave to us to give out. So we're giving away 2 free VIP tickets to John Summit at Decadence.
Midnight ball drop.
Throw a story
pretty
post
dope,
in there
right?
too.
Really good.
Maybe do a little dance.
I'm gonna comment.
There you go. Easy. Just for Joel though.
Yeah.
No, comment.
That
Yeah,
asshole
we're
that
gonna-
asshole that commented on my nails.
We're gonna close our eyes and pick one.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's probably a program for it. We'll just scroll through.
There is. There's like a little app you can do, and then.
Has a nice like little wheel spinning thing.
Yeah, we'll do it
That's
legit.
cool.
We will. It'll be random. I promise.
Joel's
It'll be good.
just gonna go find the hottest girl he can find on there. and go,
100%.
Sweetheart,
dude. Spin
it
it
is
away.
your lucky day.
And you're with me all night, and here's the way it works.
That-
You have
that's
to stay
my-
in my room. Well, me and Jerome are gonna go.
Yeah, you two are going. I gotta see you guys there.
We want to interview people there.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see you guys do some man on the street there. I think the content.
I
would
want to be like,
phenomenal.
so where did you get your pasties?
Yeah.
Is this by Gucci?
What's the story behind your pasties here?
I don't think we do enough of that. We have to start that.
We're doing it.
Man on the street.
I mean,
shit.
I got 50,000
Fuck.
people that you guys get a chance
He's
to do
giving
it
us
with.
permission to
Yeah.
harass the guests.
Well, do you know this reminds me?
awesome.
Who's that guy that does it already? No chaser. What,
Jay Leno.
What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck is
At
his
our
name?
festivals?
No, not at ours.
okay.
All gas, no brakes.
Oh yeah.
That
yeah.
motherfucker is so funny. This dude just walks up to like rave people, just clearly out of their minds, and just asks them all kinds of.
You gotta
crazy
ask like some
questions.
geopolitical questions.
Yes,
things
100%.
like that,
No,
you know,
you're
like-
no, you're exactly right. And we won't, we won't even talk about any kind of like, because we want to be able to post it. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, exactly.
So we'll keep it PG, but so that's what we will be asking.
Or, I mean, you just go with the simple ones too. Like, you know, is there one hole in a straw or 2 holes? And just watch these people's brains explode. Or like, is water wet? You know, you could,
Lab's dry.
yeah, it's inherently wet by nature. You know, so like these are the types of questions that are always the funniest ones to ask people.
And then
that are-
some guy will answer with, "I like turtles." Like I'm on level 9.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's fantastic.
Lilia, have you been to a festival
Like here.
anywhere?
Snow Globe. I don't know
Okay,
if you call
yeah.
that as a festival, but I hardly remember every single time I go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snow
Where's
Globe was a classic. That was at, they were doing
I
that
always snuck in
Tahoe.
though.
Oh,
I
really?
always snuck in. I never
Yeah.
paid for a ticket to Snow Globe. I jumped the fence.
Oh, hey,
I've
I got
only been to Snow
my,
Globe.
my favorite sneak-in story of a festival. I just got to do this one.
Oh,
because
yeah,
we've
let's
had a
hear it.
couple people going. There was this dirty-ass river at Rawhide, and it was Gold Rush 2021. And I'm on radio, you know, and finally all of a sudden I just hear security go, "We got a swimmer!" And so a couple kids swam across the river, and this water is like, I can't imagine the bacteria that's floating in it. And I'm walking by, you know, security's running over trying to chase these kids, and I just see this kid sitting in a corner, freezing, just dripping wet. And I just looked at him and I just smiled and walked the other way. I'm like, "You earned that one, buddy. You can have it. Like, go enjoy the festival." You know.
Man,
I
you guys
feel-
don't need to sneak in. We're giving away free
Yeah,
tickets.
Yeah.
just go on YouTube, like,
Just
comment,
subscribe.
stay in Joel's room.
Comment, subscribe, and
But
put out.
at least you guys didn't sneak in the way I snuck in.
Kidding
Oh,
about
yeah,
those.
I want to hear your story
Me
here.
and my friends were absolutely fucked up that
Okay.
we actually went into the line to get into the festival, and they're like, "Where's your ticket?" And we're like, "We don't have tickets." And they're like, "Well, how much money do you have?" And we're like, "Well, we have $5." And they
Best they can
literally,
do.
we like passed them the $5 and they let us through.
Hey, I mean,
that's my way of like getting into a festival.
Lily, you just walked in
That
here.
is
And this is the
awesome.
first time I'm seeing your face in public, and you could ask me for my wallet, and I'd give it to you.
Yeah.
Like, I think
Maybe
you
I
could
should do
literally
more
walking to
often.
wherever the fuck you wanted to go, dude.
I'll do it more often. I'm gonna go up to everybody now and be like, "Just
Actually,
give me a
try
free
it out
ticket."
at Decadence, and if someone takes it, I can fire someone immediately.
Jason's way.
There's only 2 times where I've had an immediate fire. There was one year, God, this was the worst year. It was right before the pandemic. It was Decadence 2019, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone's getting ready for the balloons to drop, and the balloons just do not drop.
Oh my God, I remember.
And I'll never forget. I look over at my CEO, and he just looks at me and goes, "Well, someone's getting fired." And then we got hate. I got hate mail for that for about a year. I think one person blamed the pandemic on us for the balloons not
I
dropping.
think we all looked up and we were just like
balloons don't
waiting
drop.
too, and it was just
Yeah.
everybody
And they
was
just-
like waiting.
They just
looking
sat
around.
there all night. 'Cause the balloon drops.
When
one
you
of the
say balloon
most fun
drop,
parts.
balloons float. What do you
Well,
mean?
no,
There's like a
They're
there
not
was a
with no
net,
helium.
dude, with like fucking
Yeah.
thousands of balloons.
And
in
the
it.
they're supposed
the
to come
cord froze that was supposed to pull it to come down. So the whole time you're just sitting there the rest of the night. It's just like such a cuck.
And you're
like,
just staring at it.
yeah, you're like, come
People are like looking up, probably like where.
And it is because I mean you look at like some of the shots after New Year's with like all the balloons flying around. It's like a bunch of beach balls going around. It's
Okay.
some of the best shots we have as far as our media goes. It's
Okay.
cool. It's a cool moment.
Right.
Sounds fun.
Oh, you guys record the whole thing? Have you ever done it live?
We haven't done it live. Live streaming's. I think we're getting to that point in the next couple years. We really want to be as like a full scale like festival and like really built out because when you go on live stream, you're competing with Coachella, you're competing with EDC, and you're talking big corporate backed companies. Again, we're independent over here, so we're growing into it, and I think we'll get there. We just did our 10-year anniversary documentary, which is really cool. Interviews a lot of our staff, our CEO Thomas of really how he built it, when the idea came to be.
That's awesome. It's on YouTube?
It's on YouTube, yeah. So we just launched that this year, and then otherwise, we always have our recap videos and everything. You can go really catch the
I'm
episodes.
gonna say the live stream is actually not a bad idea for people that want to see their specific artist that just so
course,
happens
yeah.
to be playing in Arizona and they're sick at home.
It's one of
or
those things you
whatever
just
it
can't
is.
fuck up,
It is, yeah. It's a lot.
Can't
it's a lot of
Netflix it,
pressure. Yeah, right. Jesus.
Netflix is doing something. Oh, on Christmas Day, they're playing the Steelers game, and I was like, they're going to fuck it up.
Yeah,
We had Jake Paul out to an event. During the pandemic, we did a drive-in. We did the first ever drive-in festival in North America. We were the first ones to do that. And that was the night he went and broke into Scottsdale Fashion Square, ran around. He was on stage with Gordo literally about 20 minutes before that.
Yep, that wasn't a good image at all.
Oh, man. Oh, we'll never forget that night. Because I live across the street from there, and I just like watch people like destroy the mall.
Looting.
I was like watching it.
All right, let's hop in. How was your day? What'd you do?
I've been so like I'm always busy. I'm always like running around.
I know. I
like,
snagged
busy,
your
like,
last
a-
I
minute.
feel like it's what every
You
girl
did,
says. Like,
like-
they're just like, I'm just running. I'm just running around. That's always the term women use.
I
feel
literally
like.
do everything last minute. Like I don't even like wake up and be like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm literally just going with the flow every single time.
Just exist.
What time do you wake up?
Well, if I had a long night out, I sleep in. But I usually wake up at like 8 or 9, maybe.
What time do you wake up, Yosi?
Fuck you. Why are you putting this on me? We're talking
started
to her
it.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have like an average. It's anywhere between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Depending the night.
Depending. No, not even really, dude. Sometimes it's just like, I ain't got shit to do
I mean,
today.
that was-
I'm gonna just keep sleeping.
I mean, that was the definition when I was an athlete in college. I mean, I had 6 a.m. weightlifting, and I would just put a Gatorade by my nightstand for when I woke up preparing, and then I would just take a Gatorade to the bar, and it was just straight shots with Gatorade. I'd get 2 hours of sleep, wake up, go straight to weight, still fucking leaning.
You didn't die?
No, I mean, you're doing it with all your boys, so everyone's in the same shit. You're all there just suffering together.
So is everyone in this room single right now? All four of us?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Surprisingly, wow, look at us.
Sweet. New Year's Eve, we're all going to find someone.
Joel's gonna fill up his
feel
room. He's
good
gonna get
about
off.
Prettiest girl within a 5-foot radius is gonna get a lucky smooch at the ball drop.
It's going to be great.
Just turn around. This is your lucky night, sweetheart.
Isn't this supposed to be cuffing season? No, nobody even tried this year.
Man, I went to a Rawhide festival and I forgot my ID, and they would not bend on it. Like they were just
no,
like,
we're
you have
very-
to have it. So then they go, listen, if you could just get us a photo of it.
If you
Because I
were
was
with
like,
her, you could have just handed $5
was
and walked
yeah,
away.
I get-
You don't
no.
need IDs.
Yeah, no, right?
so I was like, okay, I get a photo of it. Okay,
Yeah.
Of course I don't have a photo of it. Damn it. This was a long time ago. So I got somebody to drive to my house to take a photo of it. And it was like, I waited an hour just waiting on them to get to my house.
Just sitting outside. There's
like-
nothing worse than sitting.
There's
stuck
like no
outside of
signal
house.
either. So I'm like
No.
waiting in the middle of this parking lot where I found signal. And then finally I got
Finally
in.
came through.
That was a miserable wait to get in. That was miserable, just waiting on my ID. But you guys are pretty strict, obviously. You got to be 18.
You got to be. I mean, you'd be surprised how many high school kids come out there and try to get in, or fake IDs that get used. It's crazy. And obviously you look like you could be at Saguaro High School.
Right. I know that was the real problem. That was the real problem.
Have you ever had to wait to get in anywhere?
No, I don't know. I just
you know what a line
like I
is?
don't.
Come on,
I really
Lilia.
don't. I went out like a couple months ago, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I feel confident that I just walk to the front, and I'm like, I'm gonna get in.
I mean, I think the confidence is a big thing. I mean, I used to sneak on my CEO's table before I ever worked at Relentless Beats.
Facts.
And
Yep.
I would always find a way to get backstage, get there to network, and finally it kind of worked in my favor. But same thing, you just walk like you own the place, and security guards don't know any better.
Yeah, you don't have to it's not necessarily like you
If the line's short, I'll jump in it, and I don't care.
Or
But
I'll
if
walk
otherwise-
towards the front area, and I know someone's gonna stop me,
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
like, okay, you stopped me, let's go.
Here's $5. Like, shh.
Yeah.
Have you met my friend Abraham Lincoln?
What? Wait, are there still tickets available?
There are tickets available.
What does a regular general GA ticket cost?
Oh man, you're asking the tough questions.
come
right
on,
now.
man.
I think a GA ticket for 2 days, a little over $200 right now.
Okay, cool.
And I mean, for the amount of artists you get, I mean, you
Yeah,
can go
dude,
see a
come on.
single day John Summit show, and it's going to charge you $200 if you go
Anywhere.
in certain parts of the country. So. I think you get pretty big bang for your buck. And if you buy the tickets early, everyone complains about prices, but no one ever buys the pre-sale. And
I'm surprised you guys aren't sold out. Seriously.
Well, the cool thing about the Raceway is we have so much room out there. You can kind of just like push the fence lines back a little more. We sold out the night before last year.
Okay.
And that was the first time Decadence had we'd officially called it sold out. So, we're pacing pretty well. We'll see what happens.
Dude, I'm psyched for this year. It's my first year going.
I'm excited for you guys to see it. It's always good when people get in there for their first time and get to do it. And my favorite thing is I always love when the girls like, oh yeah, I got guest listed. It was my first ever show. I'm like, I had to sacrifice my entire life savings and work for 5 years to try to get a guest list to this show. But
Story of my life.
yeah.
So again, like, comment, repost this shit.
Yeah. Well, to win, you must comment and you must subscribe to our YouTube, and we'll be able to check both, and then we'll pop it into the app that Lilia has, and we'll pick the name.
I think we should have Lily pick it out of a hat, like old school. Yeah.
Actually, I like that. We'll make a reel out of the pick.
Yeah.
That's exactly how we'll do it.
Do it old school.
We'll have Yosi write all the names down, and then Lilia will pick it out of
We
a
need
hat.
someone who could
Hot
spell.
people only. No, I'm just kidding.
No, just kidding.
Yeah.
I like that idea. We'll have Lilia. Okay, so you're down to pick a name out of a hat?
Yeah,
She
I
just
have
got her
that
nails
already.
done too, so she picked that camera. We're good to go.
There you go.
All right, and you get 2 VIP tickets to Decadence New Year's Eve night, right?
And you get a stay at in Joel's room.
It's optional. Clothing is optional.
Well, it is for the festival technically too. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, December 30th, December 31st, back-to-back nights there. Night 2 is always obviously.
Wait, the ticket's just good for the first night,
No,
right?
it's good for both nights.
Oh, the tickets are good for both
yeah.
nights.
I got you guys there all week with me.
Dang.
Yeah,
All right.
we're
Okay,
doing it.
cool. So we're going to come both nights.
Exactly, and then I just
So
expect
Jerome
to see
will
you
scope
haggard.
it out the first night.
Yeah.
Are you going to be here? Jerome will be here. Jerome's been in the hospital so much lately. It's tough on this
I
guy.
might be visiting him after Decadence. I usually feel like I need to be put in one afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys have any kind of IV clinic set up there?
We've done some IVs in the past. It's a little sticky with needles and insurance and all that
Fair
fun
enough.
jazz. So,
That's the best thing ever, though.
It is.
It literally
The
boots
trick,
you.
the trick I've come to is I get the IVs before I go destroy my body. Everyone's doing it as a recovery thing. I'm very preventative when I go get my IVs done.
Does it work though?
I've had better experiences because I do a cruise festival. I
Yeah,
do 2
big
cruise
time.
festivals each year. You're 5 days on a cruise ship, 8 stages. Music literally does not turn off, and I get the IV before I go on. I'm telling you, being proactive makes the difference.
Wait, Jerome, what do you think that before or after? Does it make a difference?
Jerome is saying before
Really?
helps a
Now I
lot.
kind of want
That's
to do
what
it
Jerome's
before
saying.
because I always did it after.
Be proactive.
This is the exact. You know what? You're giving me just the right excuse to get fucked up tonight
Hey.
and give Jerome money.
I did 19 festivals. I did 19 festivals this year, so I got.
You've been to 19 festivals this year?
19 festivals just this year, and then we've thrown another 6 to 7 or so. Yeah, I mean, I've been all over this year. I mean,
Oh, you were just in LA, you were telling us.
yeah, I sprained my ankle pretty gnarly going to the.
Okay, how old did you turn?
32. Just turned
32. Happy
yeah.
birthday. My buddy
32
Johnny
March.
just turned 32.
I'm like, what's up, Johnny?
Guess how old I am?
27.
No,
29.
no,
28.
Damn, you shooting
No.
high. 23,
26?
no.
24,
I give up. with this
21.
one. 31.
17,
30.
What?
I love how none of you guys like guessed that too.
I think that was,
That was like the
that's why I
last
just
thing
sat
I
here
would've-
quiet. I'm like, I'll let this one play out. I don't
Oh
wanna
my
get-
god.
Oh yeah, you're like, I'm not saying nothing.
I just met her. I want to keep the good first
Thing is, I'm
impression
really,
going.
I'm really usually really good at it. It's just she's got this really cheery attitude,
Yeah.
and girls seem to lose it when they get older, like to 30. Seriously, like girls when they get to 30, they just not as
Oh,
cheery
they're
attitude.
sick of
as you.
everyone's shit, but they're sick of everyone's shit by that age.
You
No,
know?
I don't know. I'm just
They don't fuck anymore. They just like are just done. They're just like
Over it.
It's over.
They
They
just
turn
skip,
30.
Just skip lines.
yeah.
That's all they do.
No, I'm just kidding. I hooked up with a 40-year-old recently, and that's 2 years older than me.
How was that? She have kids?
I don't want to talk about it on the podcast, but yeah, she
You
has
never
3.
want to talk about shit, but you air
I
me
got a
out.
story
The
post-podcast.
second I
Excited to
walk
get
in,
on.
he fucking wants to just show my asshole on every camera. But Joel won't talk about any of his shit, dude.
There's nothing to talk about there.
Oh,
Yeah, Yosi,
I
tell
know
us about your
he's
OnlyFans.
got the feet out
The
already.
feet are
He's not
out.
even,
Do feet
look at he's not
finder.
even hiding. They're on the fucking. They're right there.
No, you got to show off these paws. No, I think today.
I tried Feet Finder before.
Did it work?
you?
No, I just didn't like it. It's like you literally have to show more than just your feet.
My buddy bought. He owns the
So it's
domain
not really
for.
feet finder.
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
like feet find what?
Yeah.
Like
Feet
feet
finder,
find
feet finder and.
And your butt.
and beyond. And your
But you got to get it in the same shot. Then you just look like a contortionist trying to take pictures at that point, probably.
HD.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not that flexible. I just couldn't do it.
She's just got her foot
Yeah.
against like my hairy ass, and that's just,
Very. I mean, people ask for like weird shit.
4
anyway.
feet some.
Yeah.
Feet foursome.
Yeah. There you go. Four
No, my
different
buddy
feet
has
right
this domain called onlyfeet.com, and he hasn't used it, but he bought it. And I'm like, that's good, but
Yeah.
he still has it. So if someone wants to buy it, he'll sell it, but it's funny.
I'll consider. Who is it?
Ramin. Ramin Nasri. Yeah, so we were gonna have Carly on today, but then she canceled last minute. Most girls, when they cancel, they tell us it's car problems, and I honestly kind of believe it because girls
Yeah.
are bad with cars, but like
I mean, we
I
have
doubt
Waymos
it.
now. How are they not just jumping in the Waymo?
Right?
Like,
Yeah,
you
I
do
would have
no
called her
time.
car, and she calls like it's like, come on, your story never adds up. Then the story never adds up, but you know,
She's gonna watch this and be like,
we don't chase them, we replace them, right, Lilia?
I guess she got replaced. I'm just kidding. No,
Fuck off.
I'm pretty good with cars though.
You are
Kind
Okay.
of. I think when I first got my Tesla, I forgot like you're supposed to look at the battery.
And then like.
I was on 2%, and I actually had to like park up into like an apartment,
Oh, no.
and I was like stranded. And then luckily the apartment, I had enough to like. They were like, "Oh no, we have like chargers and stuff."
Amazing.
Like-
Oh, wow.
Wait,
Yeah.
your car is electric?
I'm sure
Yeah.
no one was
Yeah.
excited to help you either.
Yeah, not a single.
No, I felt so bad. That's what happens when you get a
I was
Tesla.
like, leave her stranded out there.
Here's $5.
Yeah.
Fix my car.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm pretty good with cars.
Okay.
Like
awesome.
I know how to do a lot of things with cars. So.
Just for one more reel, will you tell everyone about our contest?
Oh.
Yeah, that whole thing
Wait,
was
wait.
before. All good. No worries.
That's all right.
Are you sure?
Comment, subscribe,
Yeah.
good.
That's
Like,
good.
good start.
Repost.
and repost.
And what do you get?
And be hot. No, I'm just kidding.
There
I'm
it
just
is.
kidding. Yep, VIP tickets.
To the largest party in Arizona on New Year's.
You guys, my braid is like
That's
So-
hey, that's
I think we
okay.
can
That's
just
what
find a
we
way
do.
to.
We
That was
should.
good.
we
those
should-
are like the 4 main points right there.
Yeah, it was
Should've
good.
given you
We
a
could do some
script.
editing magic and just
Yeah,
glue
just
that
put
together.
it, just combined it together.
Yeah.
You can do it.
And yeah.
All right, go again.
Hold on.
Go
I
again.
do it again?
One more take.
Okay, subscribe, comment for
You got this. You got this. 2
for
VIP.
VIP tickets.
Two
No,
VIP
2 VIP
tickets.
tickets.
Oh,
Yeah.
two
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
this isn't charity here.
No. You're not even for. Okay, wait. What is it?
Look in the camera and say subscribe, comment, 2 VIP tickets, Decadence, 2 nights in a row, New Year's Eve.
That's a lot.
Okay, so, what, I lost.
You're asking a lot.
Yeah, asking a
Let's
lot.
simplify.
We
Hey,
are-
Yosi,
Lilia,
Yosi, you got this.
Lilia, what do you get if you subscribe on our YouTube and comment on this reel?
You get 2 VIP free tickets to
Two.
festivals.
I
You guys,
gotta get her off the come now
I
just so
could
she can
never
see it.
like give me like a little
This is
screen
gonna
and
be
I'll
a
read
great
it off
reel.
for you guys.
Are you,
I
No,
mean,
honestly,
like
that
Joe
last-
Biden did better than you with the like.
I'm the new Joe
I'm
Biden.
like, Jesus.
I'm like
last take
horrible.
was
I
pretty
can't.
good.
I can't do that.
No, that
Like,
last one you did, you're like,
I think we should just cut her and show a clip of Biden and just put him
Just
side,
be like-
side by
that
side.
would be
Who
hilarious.
did it? Who did it better?
Yeah, who did it
Find
better?
a way to do a Biden cameo. Just.
I would love that, you guys. You can do that.
Are you gonna be at the concert?
Yeah,
no,
what are you doing?
I'm traveling. I'm gonna go see my family on Bay Bridge.
Oh wow, you could have lied and told everyone.
Oh
that you
shit,
were
I'm
there.
going.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
don't
see you
lie.
there.
It's okay. I didn't work hard on this at all.
Where did Lilia go? Where is she?
Fuck that.
No. Just yeah. I'm
You
gonna
just
be
tell
there.
people, hey, come find me.
Yeah,
at
come
Decadence.
find me. I'll be at the bar.
What color are your pasties gonna be?
Lime green.
Ooh, nice,
Oh,
nice
yeah.
choice. Yeah.
Have you ever
Actually-
worn pasties
Yes, I have.
at
I actually
a,
really like them.
at a festival
Probably really
or at
freeing
a,
for women. Like, you know, like I love being shirtless. Yosi's
Yeah.
a big shirtless guy.
I've worn running pasties.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
run a lot, and my nipples
What's
would get
ru-
raw.
What's the quote? You
What's
can't win a
running
marathon.
pasties?
Yeah.
My
They have
nipples
to
would get
put
raw.
because your shirt like fucking
Rubs on your
cheese.
From
nipples.
running,
Yeah. You
you
can't
know?
win a marathon without putting some band-aids on your nipples. Is the
Nipples.
quote, yeah.
Yeah, that's
How
what
good
I did that one
Yeah.
time, and I swear, like, someone took a picture, and all you saw was like an X of like 2 like band-aids. So I stopped doing that.
That's great. You used to wear band-aids over your nipples.
Yeah, yeah.
Girls do that, you know. They go
Hey.
out. They don't want people to know they have nipples.
Well, that's why they're in Arizona now. It never gets cold here. You don't have to worry about it. You know?
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
my nipples are always hard. Like,
That's-
not to
yeah.
be weird, but they're always hard.
No, that's not weird.
That's not
hot.
weird, but that's
It's
just
fantastic.
yeah. So I have to wear like if I'm not wearing it, I have to wear pasties. I have to like have padding on it. I don't know.
What's your secret? I need to get my nipples to always be hard.
Get a boob job. There you
What,
go.
it's the honey packets
Dude, I had,
now, right?
I had
That's
to
what
do.
does
I
it,
had to
right?
do a fucking.
It's the honey,
honey packet on there.
Put the honey
Yeah.
packet on. You're
So
good to
I'm
go.
gonna be honest. I got in a motorcycle accident, and oh shit, you gotta cut this one out. My parents don't know about this. So
I hear blackmail somewhere.
Yosi
tied into
just-
this, yeah.
I can.
Wow.
All right, you
not
know what?
gonna
Let's
happen.
just delete that. I got in a birding accident scooter, and I ripped off this nipple, and it grew back really weird. So now if I have to do like a photo shoot or anything shirtless, I like grab ice cubes and like rub them on my nipples.
You do that. We have AI now. You can literally circle it and say, "Fix this."
Dude, I
you
don't
go.
use that shit. I'm an ice cube guy.
Make this
I'm
not
old,
look like
I'm
shit.
old fashioned.
nipples.
yeah.
Wait a second.
Yosi, we all want to see your nipple right
Then
now.
I was just gonna ask
was
him,
like, yeah,
can we
can
see
we-
your nipple?
yeah.
Can
I
you
think
guys
I
go
know.
get me ice cubes first?
Wait a second.
Hold on, I'll be right back. No, we're not doing that.
I need a
today.
battery hooked up to mine.
Not hers. It's only at 2%.
Yeah, exactly. Always.
Okay, so wait, am I the only Jew here? Yeah.
I'm Russian, so no.
Nah, I wish. Sorry, I wish.
Speaking of
Wish I was guys
Russian,
chosen people.
Okay,
I,
so
I saw your post.
oh yeah, you saw my.
I was
oh,
like,
yeah,
what?
I have a Russian Instagram. It's called Phoenix Anatoly. I googled like the #1 Russian name, and it's Anatoly. So
No way. All
my
right.
Russian Instagram account is Phoenix Anatoly, and all I do is speak Russian on it. I just do the Google Translator for every post.
wait,
I don't
you
even know
speak Russian?
where I got that half.
I use the Google Translator
Oh,
for every
oh,
post,
oh,
and I put Lilia on there. She's on there now, so she's like my sister.
Don't
I was-
even say the caption.
I was like, I say it in Russian. I was like, I always say something like a Russian would say.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is my sister. She just milked my friend's goats.
I don't know. The first,
no
whoever is
clue.
the first guy that ever milked a cow or a goat was a pervert. I don't care what you say.
yeah, no, this is
I think about it, the
facts.
first guy that ever milked a cow, like you're a pervert.
That guy was like,
Yeah,
what
you
is
got some shit
this?
wrong.
You looked at it and then you was like, that
Yeah.
looks fun.
I'm gonna tug that and see what happens.
And then milk came out and he was like, that looks like it.
Yeah.
That was tightening the bones up.
We're going to wrap it up, though. We were trying to put in a solid hour on this.
Oh, it's
but,
all good.
Jerome's got to get to the hospital. But,
Doing God's work.
Jason, thank you for coming by,
Thank
bro.
you guys for
That was
having me.
sick.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for letting us do the giveaway.
Appreciate it.
This is
So
awesome.
I don't.
We're like,
Wait a
Yosi's,
second.
sorry, Yosi's feet are in the
Sorry,
way.
yeah, you know?
Thank you, my guys.
You
Appreciate
should.
you.
Jerome, what the
you
fuck?
should zoom
All right,
into his
word.
feet. Zoom into his feet.
We're gonna get banned on YouTube.